Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wild. Today, we got some sick to your stomach type of Doordash behavior, which is almost all Doordash behavior. But more specifically, Doordash couriers struggle to secure COVID sick pay and get back to work during Omicron surge. Ever since the Omicron variant kicked in, there have been more cases of COVID than before. Now, Omicron is not necessarily more devastating as a virus in comparison to Delta, Alpha, or even the original variant, but it is more contagious, which is going to lead to more positive results in COVID tests. When you test positive for COVID, one of the things that Doordash claims to provide is COVID sick pay. Yes, there is a financial assistance program within COVID, and you're probably wondering why I haven't made a video about that. Sounds like a great topic. Well, in this article, we're actually going to talk about why, and everybody's experience is going to be different. I do want to be clear. I know that Pedro, Doordash, Santiago ended up making a video, and his experience is, while challenging, positive. With that said, let's get started. A COVID assistance policy at Doordash Inc. is frustrating some couriers who told Reuters that the delivery company sidelined them for as long as a month while infections caused by the COVID variant of the coronavirus flared, costing them much needed income. I guess that basically covers everything that I wanted to talk about in a single paragraph. I think that what a lot of people see with this COVID assistance policy is because it's a way to get almost free money for 2 weeks, clearly Doordash is going to just give you 2 weeks worth of pay and turn you off for a couple weeks, right? Well, here's what actually happens. If they're not totally neglecting communication with you whatsoever, they're going to wait for as long as a month just to get reactivated. And it's been getting worse and worse over time. I feel that Doordash is getting shadier and shadier with their business practices, and of course, that's going to reflect in their COVID assistance policy. Doordash rolled out its COVID-19 financial assistance program in March 2020, offering a driver who tests positive for COVID or whose housemate tests positive a one-time payment equal to their average earnings over the previous 2 weeks. Let's say you're making $1,000 a week, they will give you $2,000, right? That sounds pretty good. Well, if you're deactivated for a month, that's a net loss of $2,000. And it's not even just you who can get COVID. It's somebody you live with, a parent, a family member, a child, a grandparent that happens to be living with you. Maybe you're in a house where you have roommates. Maybe one of them got COVID, and suddenly because they got COVID, you have to quarantine as well. Upon submitting a claim for the health-related COVID-19 financial assistance, your Dasher account will be suspended to protect the Doordash community, Doordash said in a March 12, 2020 to its drivers announcing the program. What I'm noticing here is that it says your Dasher account will be suspended. Not it's going to be suspended for a period of time of 2 weeks, and they're not specifying that. It's just that they're being suspended. They can keep you suspended indefinitely. Now, there's a difference between can and will, but some people's experience will be better than others. Doordash usually says 14 days. We know better. But 6 Doordash couriers told Reuters that during the recent Omicron surge, Doordash delayed making the assistance payments and suspended drivers' counts for prolonged periods, exacerbating the financial strain on gig workers who deliver food for a living. Yeah, you see, it's not just 6. It's 6 people who told Reuters. It's many people who haven't told anybody. When Cincinnati-based Doordash driver Josh Murphy notified the company about his roommate's positive COVID-19 test result on December 21st, Doordash immediately deactivated Murphy's accounts for over 3 weeks, well beyond the 10-day quarantine period. So that would be 21 days, not 10 days. Murphy said he missed work for 17 days. Okay, so not 21, but 17. That he would normally be out delivering. He did eventually receive a check for $622, but he estimates the prolonged account deactivation amounted to a $1,000 net loss even after the payment. I don't know. I maybe I'm just a workaholic and I'll accept that, but I kind of expected more than $622. $2,000. I regret asking for assistance even though I needed it to pay rent, Murphy said. A spokesperson for San Francisco-based Doordash said in most cases, medically cleared drivers known as Dashers are able to get online within 24 hours. That's a lie. You always have lied, and you always will lie. And you're just saying that to rooters to protect your ass. When a Dasher submits a qualifying claim, our team works quickly to process their 2 weeks of earning, replacement, and suspend their Dasher account to protect the DoorDash community. Really, I think there's a lot of people who have made content specifically about this who say otherwise, you lying dirtbags. DoorDash has dedicated specific team members to process requests for financial assistance and reactivations after Dashers are medically cleared. We specifically told them to not reactivate drivers who have intelligence and hold on, sorry, I totally misread that. The company has added additional team members to that group since the start of the pandemic, she noted, adding that significant delays are not widespread. Then why are there so many more delays? Is it because you're lying? Because you always have lied? Because you always will lie? I know it sounds like I'm just repeating the same thing over and over again, but it really does frustrate me to watch DoorDash outright lie to so many people, so publicly and shamelessly. Everything that comes out of their stupid mouth is just a disgusting, illegal, immoral, and unethical lie. DoorDash declined to specify the number of couriers who have requested financial assistance since the start of the pandemic, simply because they illegally deactivate them permanently. Oh, sorry, again, misread that. DoorDash counted nearly 3 billion people who provided services or dashed during the third quarter, earning over $2.8 billion for drivers. The company reports fourth quarter results on February 16th. So you only wanted to talk about what makes you look good, not actually what is the truth. Okay, I get you, DoorDash. I see you. My only source of income. Getting financial assistance or paid sick leave for a COVID-related absence is especially hard for gig workers who lack employee benefits. I don't know if I would want those benefits from DoorDash at this point to begin with, so that being said, I think that those kind of benefits need to be ran by an external party regardless. Uber Technologies discontinued its COVID financial assistance policy for drivers in August of 2021. Lyft, Grubhub, and Instacart will still provide COVID sick pay like DoorDash, temporarily suspend worker accounts after they request financial assistance, according to the spokespeople. I'm not surprised about Uber's decision there, but I kind of like that more than DoorDash's method. Now hear me out on this. DoorDash says they have a COVID financial assistance program and gives people a world of hell to actually just get the COVID financial assistance, which doesn't really make sense, and most people would avoid using that COVID financial assistance simply because they don't want to risk their Dasher account at this point. At least with Uber Technologies, they just outright said, no, we're not doing it. You either drive or you don't. I kind of like that because at least they're a little bit more transparent on the subject. You know what I mean? I'd rather the transparency from these gig companies than the outright lies that DoorDash spews. I'm sorry, gig companies spew. I don't know what's going on with me today. Nobody forces gig economy companies to support the workers because we're not employees. Gustavo Agice, I'm so sorry, I don't know how to say that, said Gustavo, a DoorDash courier in New York City and a member of labor organization Los Deliveristas Unidos. I mean, that's true too. Like, do you even want to force these companies to help to provide financial assistance? I'll tell you what, I love platform work, but it really isn't their responsibility to provide this type of assistance. We don't want that type of assistance because that makes us employees. We're independent contractors. App-based delivery companies treat couriers as independent contractors. DoorDash agreed in November to pay more than $5 million to settle an investigation by San Francisco in alleged labor law violations. The city alleged DoorDash was violating its healthcare benefit and paid sick leave laws by misclassifying workers as independent contractors rather than employees. I don't think I want the healthcare benefits that is being described here. Paid sick leave, I mean, we're independent contractors. We have the freedom to take a day off when we want to. Complaints among DoorDash couriers about account suspensions and delays increased in late 2021 with the rise of Omicron, according to social media posts. Actually, I would like to add there, how about deactivations and illegal deactivations since late 2021? Can we get the truth out there? Can we note that? No? Okay. Chris Lewis of Long Beach, California requested COVID financial assistance on January 4th. Emails seen by Reuters show he did not receive a response from a company asking him to verify his positive COVID test until January 18. I'm actually curious because this is about the same period of time where Pedro, Doordash, Santiago actually talked about his experience getting COVID and getting financial assistance. Lewis, who was already recovered from COVID, finally found he was eligible for financial assistance on January 28th. Ali, a DoorDash driver in Minneapolis suburbs, submitted a request to the company for financial assistance when she tested positive just before Christmas. Her account has been suspended for over 4 weeks, and she has yet to receive any sick pay, which estimates to about $2,000 in lost income. Wow. So this person has been deactivated over 4 weeks. That's crazy. This is becoming more and more of an epidemic. Watching DoorDash just wrongfully deactivate people simply by asking for help. I do not wish to proceed with the financial assistance, she wrote an email to DoorDash's support team on January 14th, as I am losing more money by not dashing, and this is my only source of income. This is my opinion. It's worth what you pay for it. Then you pay me. There you go. You are better off just not. No, seriously, you're better off just not dealing with DoorDash when it comes to COVID sick pay. Is it really worth risking your account for any reason? I would challenge that and say no. I think that DoorDash just needs one reason to deactivate an intelligent driver. Not a new driver who hasn't been driving for very long. I'm talking about a veteran dasher that's been doing this for a while, learned the tricks, started following people, and understanding what's been going on in the gig economy. I think that you are better off not asking for financial assistance from any of the gig companies. I think the account itself is far more valuable to risk it under these circumstances. And one pro tip for anybody who's driving for the gig economy is develop an emergency fund. 6 months worth of expenses in the event that something happens. I know that's gonna sound like a lot for a lot of people, but you have no idea how much peace of mind that just gives you. That one thing. That's all I got for this video. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.